RPM Trey Vietnam in this bitch. What's really good? What's going on with y'all today? Hopefully y'all day is a little better than mine. I'm gonna get a little personal today. Trying to figure out, trying to adjust my tripod a little bit. I'm gonna get a little personal today, because something that I've seen over and over again in my life, is rearing its ugly head at me right now, which is strange because for the most part, I've been taking pride in being able to maneuver around a whole lot of bullshit in my life, and I've been getting lucky lately, just avoiding crazy people, negative influences, and shit like that. But the personal life just be getting a little crazy sometimes. And what's always amazing to me, really, is that the manipulation tactics, the control tactics that I see in my personal life reflects what I see in religion and government, to the point that I can draw a very specific correlation between the recognition in my personal life on a small scale, how people attempt to manipulate and bully you. I can see that so well, how that has been used against me in my life, mostly around children, around my children. I see that happening on that level, and I can recognize it very well when it's happening to me. And I've learned throughout the years on how to constantly stake my position as being the good guy, when I know that I mean that I am the good person. I am the better person in these conflicts, in these situations, that I've always meant well, and that I have absolutely nothing to be chasing but the freedom in my life to be the good guy that I am trying to be, and that the manipulator needs to be exposed at all costs. I had to go through that fight for custody of my first son, and that whole endeavor, that whole thing, the custody battle and shit, woke me up to my distrust for government that I have right now. That was the spark that set me off, a custody battle. And right now, even though I've been dealing with this for a couple of years, and I've been trying to keep all of the drama at bay, it's been overspilling lately, and for specific reasons, because a lot of positive things have been happening in my life lately. So uh, it always has to balance out with some drama, and the drama is coming from baby mama number 2 out of 3 that I have. Hey, what? What do you want? Don't come in here. But my remote fell back there. Your remote fell back where? Behind the bed? Or where? Behind the bed? Yeah. Okay, you can go back there and get it. How'd you gotta get it? How you gotta get it? You gotta pull the trundle bed out, right? And then get back there and get your remote and then push the bed back, okay? But I don't know how to go tell Katie to get it, he'll get it for you, okay? Okay, I'll help you. Alright, I knew this wasn't gonna last too long. Every time I move around the house, they gotta be where I'm at to see what the hell's going on. So that might happen from time to time, but that was just 2 of my kids. Yeah, so when I see this in my personal level, in my personal life so much, and that I have to counter that, I always see the main goal, and the main goal is to not lose my cool and lash out in violence, because that will inevitably give my opposition the upper hand. That my lashing out physically, violently against what it is that they're doing will put the spotlight on me and further bring me down when they've been taunting me into a fight that they actually think that they deserve the entire time. Because my first baby mama was my high school sweetheart. She put me through some shit about my son. I'm gonna go through details about that situation later on in some edited videos. I want to do a documentary about my open carry journey anyway, and my political awareness. because it really did stem, for the most part, for it to be this much a part of who I am. It stemmed from the custody battle from my first baby mama. But I'm gonna talk about a lot of that. When y'all hear that story, y'all are gonna be like, "Yeah, this is exactly why Trey is the way he is." I totally get it, bro. The world made you. It's a superhero origin story. I swear to you. Everything that happened to me and discovering what's going on with the system in and of itself and how people manipulate you and shit, not only did it let me see the bullshit in my personal life, but it helps me see the bullshit in government and religious control, because it's literally the same thing. It's the same formula. And knowing this in my personal life helps me maintain total control over who the fuck I am and when I oppose government. Because in both situations, what I do know is that I cannot be the one to lash out first in physical violence, because I will steal the show if I do that in the worst of ways, and I will guarantee that I never get what I said that I wanted. What all the fight is about inside of me, I'm not going to get it if I get violent. And I know that, and that's why I know I be wilding sometimes, I be going the fuck off. But inside of me, I feel the most peace when I do that. Because I feel like I don't have to feel like I'm alone. Somebody else understands me. It helps me feel like there's going to be a brighter day. Everything is going to be okay. And my words and my expression should be enough. Even if it's a slow crawl, it should be enough for me to get as close to the goal as I can get in my life. And that's the best thing I can do. To lash out violently in my personal shit, or in how I feel about the government and the world at large. If I lash out violently, I'm going to steal the show, bro. And I can't steal the show in that way like that. That's why I have to be cool. That's why I never got violent. Not even with my first baby mama, when she put me through shit. I got recorded phone conversations about how things really work behind the scenes outside of court, while she went into court playing the fucking victim. So much so, I'm going to tell you how crazy this story is and other things in this superhero origin documentary that I want to do about my shit later on this year. I want it to look like Vice did it. It's going to be well put together. It's going to be a true documentary about my shit. But I got a crazy story to tell, and everybody does. I know mine, and you should know some of it. It's pretty fucking crazy. I got so much crazy shit on recorded phone conversations from my first baby mama that I'm telling you, and I'm going to play it in the documentary. You're going to hear it from his voice himself. That I even got threatened to be raped, if you get what I'm saying. To have yourself be sexually taken against your will. I was threatened to be raped by my first baby mama's boyfriend at the time. I think she's still with this dude too. Crazy story, man. It's crazy. But he threatened to do that to me. In a recorded phone conversation while we're arguing on the phone that I bought my son to make contact with him and not have to call his mama phone. I argued with this guy over my son's phone line when he threatened me with this shit, and I got it on a recorded phone conversation. I should have never lost that custody battle. When y'all hear the rest of this shit, it's gonna blow y'all fucking mind. And you're gonna know exactly why I am the way I am. You're gonna understand. You're gonna know. You're gonna totally agree. Well, why the fuck I act like this and where it came from? It's gonna blow your fucking mind. But the manipulation tactics are the same, man. They really are. That's why when I see it in my personal life, it's almost like my personal life was literally training me to recognize it in fucking government, learn the self-control to not smoke baby mama number one like I wanted to, but I never threatened her with that. I never acted like that, because I knew that if I did that, she would take a little bit of run, because she was already running with the fact that I was lashing out at her boyfriend at the time, who she's still with. She ended up having 4 kids with this nigga. Y'all gonna love the story. It's spooky. It's crazy. But I'm going back and forth with him in ways I won't go back and forth with her, because that's baby mama. She'll use these things against me. But talking to him while he talking crazy to me first, I felt no fucking qualms at all about going at him verbally every chance I got. Sometimes he get to threaten, and I start threatening his ass back about what I'll do to his ass if he ever thought that he was going to do something to me. And things got crazy. Some days I was in a dark place. Almost got into my car. Took a trip to make it stop. Like, many times I thought that that's what I was about to fucking do, and it had nothing to do with her. It was only him. And I felt justified, because this wasn't me threatening or being this aggressive towards my son's mother. There was no moral qualms in that, because I wasn't doing that to her. Only to him, and only when he set me off first. I got to argue with him over my son's phone about me coming. it's crazy. It's that typical. If you guys could see this shit, if you were fly on the water, watch all of this shit happen as it was happening, it would have drove you crazy. If this was the movie you was watching, you'd be like, damn, when is Trey gonna spaz and just start smoking shit? Because that's what I feel like doing. To him, justifiably, because he is outside the situation. Never would I have hurt my son's mother, because I would want him to live with that. He would have never forgiven me. He would have been like, you was trying to save me my whole life, and then you did this to my mom like that was any kind of help to my fucking psychological well-being. I would have never did that to her. Way too smart for that. And all I did, all of this, was maintain my cool, knowing that I cannot be violent because they will get the upper hand on me, and I will guarantee I wouldn't get what the fuck it is I said that I wanted. And I was like, no, let's get something better than a guaranteed loss. What else can I do to maintain my footing so that I can get what I want by any means? Because that pain, going through it, trying to be Mr. Cool Man the whole time, was way better than what I was thinking in my head, because I'd be in prison right now still. And this was 15 years ago when all this shit started. 13, 14 years ago when all the drama started with baby mama number one, with my oldest son. I'll tell you how all of that turned out, because he's a great kid. Me and him are like this. He lost total respect for his mother. I'll tell you how that happened. It's a wild story. My son is my hero because he's a smart kid. He did not let mama fool him with that bullshit. And I told her he wouldn't. He's not going to let her dominate the narrative if she's in the wrong. That he would discover that she was in the wrong. And I told her he would do that. That he's gonna be her biggest judge. But she did what many women often do, is that they use the child as a weapon. And I did not think I would ever have to go through that again. But baby mama number two, who actually witnessed baby mama number one doing some of this shit to me towards the end of it before it cooled down, me and her had started dating, and she dated me right in the midst of, not the peak of this shit, but we were still up there in the level of drama between me and baby mama number one. When baby mama number two, when I started dating her years after baby mama number one, it wasn't even close or had anything to do with nothing. It's just a girl I started dating, and I was like, hey, this is what my life be like. And she sat right there with me, dating me, witnessing baby mama number one use the child against me, lie in court, do all of this fake ass fucking bullshit, constant tug of war. When I was a good guy, I wanted nothing but her peace, because if she would get happy and be at peace, I would a better chance of getting my son. So I never wished drama or pain or suffering or violence or nothing on her. I wanted her to be happy, casual, calm, and smooth, so I can be like, look at you, happy, smiling every day, laughing, your life's kind of fluffy. Give me my son. You cool now? Is everything okay? I wanted nothing in the world to fucking bother her, because everything set her off. And you can see in my demeanor how I handled this shit, that that's what I was on. Because I could have smoked shit at any fucking time. I felt so defeated inside, man, and I never let it bring me to violence, because I knew that that wasn't going to help, bro. Same thing with this government shit. The lone wolf thing, stupid. Who's going to do that? A jackass? No one. It's never us when that dude look like that's what's happening. It's always they mans. They be setting all of this shit up to set a precedence that if you do this like this is how we handle it. Nobody busts a move. They present the things to you that socially you think draw attention to your relationship with government, so they can give you a narrative and tell you where to fucking take your bullshit after that. They did X, King, Kennedy, they did all them niggas like that. They said we will smoke a sitting president. Who in the world is going to challenge this dark monster looming in the fucking shadows that's really controlling everything? That's a given that we're dealing with something like that. When a sitting president get his ass smoked and it goes into obscurity and a fucking mystery that'll span the fucking time of humanity. We are never going to forget that this was a mysterious murder of a sitting president. How did all of that shit happen? Because there's something dark in the shadows that y'all won't fucking pay attention to. When I say fuck them, give them hell. Just go for it. What y'all waiting for? They're there. You know that. They like to fight. You know that. You're not going to beg them or hug them into compliance with your peace-loving ass. They're not going to go for none of that. It look like they like to shoot shit. It works for them. When I say that, don't be fucking mad at me about nothing. Nobody has to let you bully them about nothing. And anything that you can be bullied by, that you care about, that you allow yourself to be bullied by, you should be ashamed of yourself, bro. You should be ashamed of yourself. First, make your fucking vocal stance about what it is you're talking about, and bring all of the love you can possibly give. Be as compliant as you can possibly be in a process, And then make sure at the same time you are constantly expressing how you wish that everybody in this situation was just happy, because that's the best chance that for you to get what you want. So how could you be in this shit meaning any harm or doom or gloom on anybody? Not me, never. I wish my baby mama would have fucking hit the lottery and been so happy and enthralled with everything that she didn't have the energy or the care to fight with me about my son, so that I could just be a fucking father. I don't give a fuck if it was positive or negative. I wanted something big to happen to her so that she would leave me alone. And I'm not gonna say I didn't wish that a fucking tornado hit that bitch house when I actually had my son. Send the fucking tornado. I wish that. But I was never capable of being the one to do it, and I never was, no matter what it is that she did to me. She did some terrible shit to me. And now baby mama number 2 is trying to act in a similar way, but in a different way though. She likes to force my son onto me, but she wants to be the boss of a co-parenting situation. And when her bad decisions and her wanting to be the boss and dominant in everything leads to a harder co-parenting situation, I go, see, you want to fucking run the show. And I said, don't fucking take him to this school. Don't do it like that. And your job and your work, and when I can get him when you working and blah, 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 we're going to have to do that like this, or you're going to make it difficult. That's a difficult way to do it. You're in a position to call the shots and set things into place. Don't set things into place where it's rough for us to do this smoothly, because if you call the shots and you do that, then you got to be responsible for the repercussions of your choices. Boss man. You want to be the fucking boss, now deal with the stupid choice that you made or whatever. She got her in a school that made it impossible for me or my current girl that I got 2 kids with to get my son to school. I said, don't do this before school started, months before. Months before school started, hey, you might want to do this like this. Because then baby mama number 3, who I'm with now that I got 2 kids with, she got to take her son that she had out before our relationship. She got to take him, her son, to school off over there. They might even be in the same school or school on the way, because the school starts at the same time and all that. If you enroll my son in that school, baby mama number 2, then baby mama number 3 will be, she can afford her time and her effort. There will be almost nothing to her. No change in routine or nothing. Not in her job, not in my job or nothing. No change in the routine. And then my son can be in my house throughout the week, even on a school night. This is smooth. That way when she working or she need a break from the kids and work, she want to go out and pop her, whatever the fuck, and drink a little something, or do whatever the fuck it is that she do. When she want to go do that, she can do that at any given time, when school is not a barrier on when I can feasibly get my son. Since she want to be the number 1 custodial parent and be in control of everything that happens because she calling the shots. Well, then deal with the choices you make. You trying to be the boss. I told you not to do that. What she do? Find a stupid reason to enroll him in a different school that made it hard, because the school started different times during the day, and then they got different days when they're out just because, and different. The one school gets off an hour and a half or something like that early, only on Fridays, but every Friday, because that's just how they do this shit. All this other type of weird ass shit. And I was like, look, they spring breaks ain't even a lunch. She mad that when I see my son, I can only feasibly get him, consider that I can't get him to school in the morning, and he needs to be to bed at a certain time in the evening, but I don't get home from work till 5:30, 6 o'clock. Then like, at what point did you want me to have him? You made this harder for me to have him through the week. You made this choice. This ain't something that I wanted, because before the school thing was an issue, what were we doing? I had my son 5 days in a row, then she'll have him 5 days, and then I have him 2, and then she'll have him 2, and then we fucking reversed it like that, just so he can have longer spans of time, because it always seemed like whenever he got comfortable in one house, he's like, y'all making me pack my video game up and go over here. And he didn't care that much. He was just rolling with the punches. What we did kind of feel like rules that she had for him, I didn't have them same rules, and vice versa. And it wasn't big differences, but she would let him stay up too late, I thought, or whatever. And when he's at my house, he casually put himself to sleep at a decent amount of time. But then he was always tired of school and all type of other shit. And then she wondered why he tired of school, literally falling asleep and all this other shit. And she wants to point the finger at me, because she's the kind of person that won't take accountability for absolutely anything at all that she ever does. And she's constantly pointing the finger instead of saying, A and B and C, that's all the shit that I did equals fucking D, which is where we are, and this is the problem. She won't do that. She never does that. Like, to watch a person literally do this dodging of the responsibilities of the choices that she actually fucking made, it's mind-blowing, man. It's mind-blowing. And every time I try to counteract this shit by telling her what the fuck is really going on, And what really happened is that she was the one making these choices. So why am I being blamed for not handling this well when I told you you're going to make it impossible for me to handle this as smoothly as it could be by the stupid choice that you made just because you don't want me to be the one to make the choice. She keeps saying that I always want to be in control of shit, but how come I never had no control about nothing? How come I actually never do though? Because I'm not even the one in charge. I'm not the one making all these fucking calling all these shots. She just hates it when I say shit. If I'm right, then it bugs her. She's the kind of person that hates for me to say, I told you so. She hates that shit, right? Bugs her inside, deeply. But it's like, you didn't respect me as an adequate leader in the first place? You didn't think that I was manly enough, competent enough, protective enough to be a father and have a child? Then why did you have sex with me then, you stupid? Y'all are dumb. Any woman that has a child with a man and she later objects to every fucking thing that he does and says, it's like, this is who you chose to have sex with though, right? Now, what women do this and under what circumstances? Way too many of y'all do this shit, whether it's sincere or not. This is what the problem is, because y'all see the model of a woman treating a no good ass nigga in this way, and then you think that that's the default position that you're supposed to do whenever another nigga ain't making you happy, no matter what it is that's going on. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do better than what she does, and I have to take on all of the blame when things don't work out right, when I'm doing no shot calling whatsoever, and she knows it. Whose choice was it for the boy to go to that school? Was it mine or was it yours? This is simple. Why won't she just say that it was hers? All she got to do is just say that it was hers. She won't even let me walk her down in these conversations. Whenever we try to have conversations like this, I'm like, go, whoa, 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 whoa. Fuck all the emotions. Fuck all the fighting. Let's start from square one. The school thing. Who made the choice? Did I make that choice? Do you remember how the conversation went? Do you remember that we talked about this multiple times to the point of arguing where we weren't even talking no more? It was an all-out argument and fight where I was telling her, do not do this. She won't reflect back and say, yeah, that's kind of what happened. And then I go, didn't I tell you this is going to make it hard? She won't say, yeah, you did, because we actually argued about that because I wanted it to go this way so bad and it disturbed you so much that you actually brought yourself to argue with me about it. Seems like you meant that shit. You were upset before the school thing actually kicked in, way before the school year started. You were kind of upset and we argued about it. And then the school year started. And then what happened, girl? Then what happened? All of the bad shit I told you was going to happen. You was going to get tired of him. You was going to be working and things were going to be crazy. I wasn't going to be able to get him just because why would I get him for 2 hours? Take him back to your house and rush him back to your house quick and leave my other kids home. Because either she can come get him. Sometimes she did that. Very often she wanted me to go take him, to act like if she drove him, I should fucking take him. And maybe not, who knows. But this is what I'm saying. She wants to be a custodial parent. This is your responsibility. Come get the boy at a reasonable time that you think you need to fucking get him a bath or a shower or whatever, get him fed or whatever. If I didn't, and I usually did, and I still do even when I don't have him, I cash app her money for her, my son, and a child she had after me that's not mine, that I take care of more than the girl's own father. Man, listen, this shit be crazy because this same kind of a thing that I see her doing, especially now when she's trying to threaten child support. Why would you threaten child support? I do more than enough. I gave her more money in November, this past November, than she did earn when she was working. How I do that? I gave you more money than your employer did? You play too fucking much. These are things that I'm not going to just say because I'm just going to say this shit. I'm telling you I can prove it with cash app fucking transactions. And then you can count it up for November and go, damn, that's some money. What I do in December, gave her more money and told her to spend that on yourself. She act like I'm a bad guy that needs child support to be forced, because if I'm not forced with that kind of a thing, I'm not going to financially provide. This is what she tried to say, but what it is that she wants to be as mean to me and as vulgar to me about whatever the fuck she wants, whenever the fuck she wants, and not have to worry about me not financially supporting because of some shit she did or said, which I wouldn't do. What kind of a man am I to fucking let how I feel about my son's mother affect how I then take care of my son? That doesn't happen. I just gave this bitch money at the beginning of December and told her, keep that for yourself. Don't spend it on the bills. I hope you got to pay your fucking bills. I don't got to pay your bills. I got to take care of my son. But I hope your bills are paid when I give you this money. Go blow it and have fun. The Christmas gonna be good for the boy. Believe that. Any other money shit like this, boots, snow boots for school, all this other type of shit. $200 something dollars, about $300 on clothes. PlayStation 5, all type of shit. Brand new TV. I take care of the kid, and this ain't just because it's Christmas. I do this type of shit all the time. When I don't have him, I feed her, my son, and the daughter that she had after me that isn't even mine. 3 nights out of the week at least. Will you cash at me? And she not asking me for cash at me because she wants to. She's doing this because she's thinking, we need food, we need dinner. Can you cash app us for dinner? Man, I just cash app the shit. I don't even be caring. Really? I don't even be caring because I know my son is going to eat. Whatever the fuck he wants to eat whenever he wants to eat that shit. You talking about dinner? I don't play that. I grew up on food stamps and being hungry sometimes. I don't play that I'm hungry shit. Any random person out in public says, hey man, can you spare some money? I'm hungry. I haven't eaten in a... Man, I'll give you $100 just because I don't want you to have to say this again to somebody else tomorrow. How's that? Like, that's the kind of person I am. I don't play about that hungry shit. Very sentimental to me. I don't play about that hungry shit. When she asked me to cash out for money, food, I don't ask no questions. I just send the money. If I do ask a question, I'd be like, didn't you just get paid? I might ask her that after I cash out, because if I ask her, didn't you just get paid? She'll act like that's me saying no to feeding my son. I'm a bad father. Yada, yada. Even if I say, I sent you the cash app anyway, sometimes she'll send it back. This is reflected in the transactions, in the cash app transactions. She's the kind of person that you can't even say, if she asks you for a ride, you cannot say, dang, man, I was just out, man. What you need a ride for? Because, man, I just came into the house. And you can totally be prepared to go give her the ride, but you just want to know under what circumstances do she need a ride right now, out the blue right now, and I got to be the one to do it. I'm going to ask her this type of shit. If I ask her before I say yes, she act like I said, no, fuck you, bitch. I hope you stranded in the hood with no clothes on. Fuck you. Blah, blah, blah. She act like that's what I said, and that ain't at all what I said. I'm asking her, why do you need a ride from me at 7:30 in the evening, out the blue, out of nowhere? Where is your car? Like, I can't stop and ask her nothing. That's a manipulation thing or whatever, man. And then for me to go, I can't ask you what the fuck is going on. Or didn't you just get paid? Or didn't I just give you $30 for you to feed my son, the daughter that you got after me that's not even mine, and just I just sent y'all lunch money 3 hours ago. Now you need for this, and you just got paid. I'm only asking you, did you just get paid? And when I do this all of the time, so often or whatever, I cannot then be treated like I'm doing something to attack her. And all it is that she's in her feelings because I'm not with her, and I'm not going to front like I'm not fucking the situation up a little bit. What do you want?
My tablet just died.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna have to plug it in, and then you can get back to it later, okay?
But you plug something in.
Huh?
You plug something in.
I'll plug it in. Okay. Hey, don't you mess with that. I'll come plug it in though, okay? Don't you mess with it. Just worry about coloring or putting the Netflix on for now. But yeah, yo, the situation is crazy, man. Because I'll be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I've been messing with baby mama number 2. And this is where her emotions are. I say that to make it very clear that I'm not 100% innocent, but this is what the issue is though. The fact of the matter is, nothing that I can possibly do between these two women should ever affect at all my relationship with the child, to the point that I have to fight, that I got to fear child support when I don't need to be forced in that way, that I have to constantly try to clear my name about who the fuck I am and what the fuck is going on. All of these emotions about me and her not being together is stemming from the fact that she got 3 or 4 tendencies. She was never a good girlfriend. She was never the kind of person that a man would bet on being faithful. If you had to bet, if you had to wonder or guess if there's going to be some infidelity, she's the kind of person that will kind of make it kind of clear maybe that you might have a problem getting some fidelity out of this girl. Kind of a thing. Period. I don't give a fuck how faithful she say she was when she was with me. No, the fuck she wasn't. No, the fuck she wasn't. I'm not fucking stupid. Um, she showed crazy toxic signs of all type of shit, using sex as a weapon, um, capable of infidelity. It won't take much. She takes very high consideration to being flattered by other men. She likes that shit. It makes her feel good. She cares about it too much. She cares about it way too much, even inside of a relationship. You can easily flatter her and have her not necessarily you can have her interested or infatuated to the point where she can say, if me and this nigga ever break up, I'm gonna remember you like me. Kind of a thing. She's taking these mental notes and really, really making it a part of her life to sometimes even seek this shit. Fucking ridiculous, right? So we went through all of that in our relationship. She blamed me for everything like she always does. There was a point in time where I was working my job that I have right now when the company wasn't doing so good, so there wasn't bonuses and nothing like that. And I was in my very beginning in my career
Dad,
in this. What? Hold on.
Kaden wanted me to ask you if you could tell Mom if you could get him some blue Takis.
Some blue tigers. Okay, I'll tell her. Thank you. Um, what was I saying? Let me see what's going on in the chats. Hey man, thank y'all for letting me rant, and cause really, what a lot of this really is about, really, is that I just cut to the chase. Um, the manipulation tactics that she has when things fall apart, baby mama number two, when things fall apart for her, she resorts to threats and illusion of authority as if, since I hurt her feelings, that in and of itself, without any foul between me and my son, that is all it takes for me to have to take a step back to give her more control over how this co-parenting thing goes between me and my son. That goes wrong, she gains more control, and she thinks that I should actually let her do that too, that I shouldn't even challenge her. Because the actual act of challenging her makes me even more of a bad guy than what I was in the first place. And it really just boils down to the fact that she's just mad that I won't be with her, but I won't though. Because she's not wifey material at all. At all, she's way too combative, capable of being vindictive and attacking. She's got her own mental issues that she got to fix for herself, and she can try to hide from that shit if she wants to. She can try to act like it's a non-factor if she wants to. It's not a non-factor. There's nowhere in hell that you can feel the way she does mentally about her own damn self sometimes, and then pretend like you won't bring none of that emotional, fucking damaging, toxic baggage into every emotional relationship that you find yourself in. Yes, the fuck you are. And she goes way too far in her petty ass fucking issues that she has with me. She goes to the extreme in a response to the smallest, pettiest shit. And she's constantly, like what she did last night, screenshotted uh, some messages between me and her and sent it to my fiance, the girl that I'm with right now. She sent it to her to try to stir the pot. And this ain't the first time she did this. When we first said we was gonna sell our old house, she tried to out me right there because she wanted to disturb that. If I wasn't elevating in my life at all to do the things that she needs a man to do for her, that she ruined when she lost me with her bullshit, and now she hates that shit. She hates to see me move on to do it with somebody else. The fact of the matter is, the girl that I'm with right now is no pushover, but she is way more compliant and understanding. And she took very seriously that when she decided to have kids with me, when she was okay with that, and being with me in that way, and me being her man, when she accepted all that, she accepted all that already thinking that I'm a strong man, competent, capable of providing and protecting, uh, and that I would be beneficial in her endeavors and wanting to be a mother and being successful at it, at peace with it, making it a smooth process, as smooth as possible, by making her financially comfortable and protecting these things and being a good father to the kids. She accepted the possibility of all of that, and that is why she allowed herself to become impregnated by me. So because of that, even when things aren't smooth, she says, we got to this point in our relationship out of all of this time because of the things that I value inside of you that are still valuable to me. And this is why she becomes a little bit more compliant and understanding with a whole lot of things, even when this baby mama number two tried to out me for still fooling around with her. Baby mama number three was like, psst. I'm not saying that she accepted it. She's mad as hell, right? Hurt as fuck. But we had a lot of deep conversations. And there's something about it that made her feel like a loss of me in her life is rough enough, and what it is that she's got going on since we do have kids, that she should strongly consider trying to find some level of acceptance or understanding, because when she makes the choice, she knows she's going to mean it. And I'm not saying that I got it in the bag. I think she's in waiting. She's still trying to feel things out. But not only is she respectable and trying to understand the nature of a man in general, she's also more of a teammate than competition for the fucking throne, like I was with baby number two. And even right now, competition for the throne when there's no competition. I'm not giving her competition about who's going to be the boss or who's going to win at life, me or her, like it's a competition. But she told me just a few weeks ago she can't let me win this shit. I'm like, win what shit? She's a psycho. She'll say this in the middle of an argument. I'm going, where is this coming from? The whole time the argument pop off because she's in her feelings about our relationship. But she won't just say that and say that that's the only place where the aggression is. She has to make it look like I'm not a good father and things could be better and I'm fucking her life up by not trying to get my son and her daughter, who's not mine, as whenever she says so, that so she can work. And when I say, hey, stop scheduling your job, letting your job schedule you every fucking weekend. I need weekends to be doing this shit, my open carry shit, all this other shit, my YouTube shit. When else do I have proper time to focus and actually do these things? Probably the weekend when I work Monday through Friday. So when she fucked the school thing up, and then weekends I need some time to myself where I actually have to be away from my other kids who I'm even in the house with all the time. But if my other son is going to be here spending time with me, even though he could be here spending time with his siblings too, why would I expect for him to be here for me to be gone for a weekend or unavailable all day Saturday and Sunday trying to do this type of shit? Have spend that time with your son when I'm doing that. So when he's here, I am actually also here. When I say this type of shit, she act like if the week didn't work because of the school choices she made, and if I can't just get him every fucking weekend like I did for 6-7 weekends in a row while I was selling my old house, while I was buying this one, while I was moving. I said, please don't schedule your job every weekend so I can have time when I'm working during the week to actually fucking move all of my shit. This is a lot of stuff when you move in a whole house. Man, the shit was crazy, right? She refused to fucking tell her job to unschedule me at other times or to just accept the loss that you're not gonna be able to work unless you go take the kids someplace else. She acted like I just had to get him. Not just my son, but both of them. Even the daughter who is not mine, which I agreed to when I told her she could work this job because I wanted her to have the job so she can elevate her fucking life. It's a decent little job at the hospital. I want her to elevate her life, so I said okay to the little girl that's not mine. Even said, you don't gotta pay me nothing for watching her. She can be part of the family, I don't care. Just work your job, get your fucking shit together. Any money that I give you, you need to be able to blow it on my son or blow it on yourself. But it shouldn't be for your survival, to keep your lights on, to keep you from getting kicked out. That shit whack. Let me give you the money and it should be a bonus. Get your fucking life together. You the better parent, right? Handle the fucking necessities so when I give you shit, that shit is smooth. The kid is spoiled, well taken care of, at both houses. Every time I give her money, it's for her fucking survival. It's always an urgent situation. Then she get mad at me when she see I'm elevating with my new girl because she couldn't be woman enough to be what it is that I could find peace with to fucking be with. She was no peace to me. So I didn't want to be there. And I didn't think that she deserved what it is that I was programmed to do as a man, and that is to protect and provide to the utmost. I didn't want to do that for her as her man. I didn't feel like she deserved it. She out her damn mind. And she takes offense to that when she see me doing it for another girl, but my girl not like her. Not about nothing. And then when she see it work, she act like, oh, she better than me, or why she get the ring and all. So she like, because I felt like putting the ring on you was fucking stupid when I watch you live your life the way you live your life. Why would I do? What asshole does that? You like just going through your life all fucking willy-nilly, just doing shit to be going through the motions, but I don't. The ring makes sense when it makes sense, but not when you say so. You don't deserve one. That's why you never got it. That's why I had to get away from your ass. And then she got mad at that. And then she tried to crash the shit down. Tried to out me when we was trying to sell the house to keep my girl from, because my girl, the old house was in her name. She bought that house before I met her. So if baby mama number two can disturb the process, she tried to out me when she realized we were selling the house. So then my girl said, I'm not selling my house to further a future with you. If this is the case, and my girl battled with herself through all of that shit and said, I will sell the house and be with you, and we can upgrade, move on, live for the kids, protect the kids, provide for the kids. Let's go. She accepted all of this shit. You know how strong of a woman you gotta be to do that, and she did that, and I love her for that. It's a special thing. It's crazy. This is why she got the ring, because I can't see she's not plaguing my life with problems. She's doing accepting my bullshit. The less the problem a woman is, the more likely she is to be with the man. And I don't give a fuck what that means. That's just logic. And if you don't like the standards or the things that a man requires for him to constantly keep you on that pedestal, then you're not going to be able to be with him, period. That's how it is. It doesn't have to be to social standards or none of that shit. And my current girl always wins with that because she values so much in what she saw in me that she felt like these things on the level. What is you gonna expect from a man anyway? Any woman out there, I want you to understand this. When people say it's not you, it's me, niggas mean that shit when they say that. Halle Berry got cheated on. Bitches get cheated on. There's almost nothing you can do to make you uncheat onable. What is you gonna do to do that?
Did mom say
Hold on.
to get Caden's?
Some Takis? No, because I didn't text her yet, but I will, okay? She'll be here soon and she'll have the Takis. If not, I'll go get them, okay? Alright. But I want y'all to feel me with this shit because this is going to be some game I'm going to give y'all, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. If you're a woman and you've been cheated on, I bet you that wasn't your fault. Guys don't cheat on women as a punishment because they're not good enough. It don't even take all of that. That's what women do. And when they look at us do what we do, y'all go, oh, you in love with her. Oh, you hate me. Oh, I ain't good enough. That ain't never had nothing to do with no decision I ever made about sex at all. Never, never, ever. It's not a comparison or a punishment for you not being woman enough. That's what y'all do. When a woman cheats, she has to lose the love that she had for the man that she's supposed to be with in order to do that. You literally have to be submissive to the will and the influence that a man is going to have on your life. You have to give some level of cooperation to that man in order to give your body to him like that. And if you do that, you cannot be in conflict with trying to give that to two men who might not like each other, who might fight each other, who got totally different worldviews. You're never going to be able to raise kids in peace around these dudes. Women don't want to be the center focus of that kind of shit. That's why baby mama drama bullshit is crazy. That's why the single mother family home is fucking crazy. It is the ignition to a lot of social issues and people don't want to fucking face that shit. But this is the kind of shit that you have to look right at when you see and like do this to, then you gotta call that shit what it is. And it's just not a prerequisite for a man to be dissing the existence of his current girl in order to make himself comfortable with fucking cheating. That ain't a prerequisite for us. That's y'all game, bro. That's women's game. It's not ours. We don't need that shit. And we don't never mean that she won a competition of a comparison between these women. She's a better woman. That's why she got the dick. That's got nothing to do with it. We don't do that at all. Women do. That's why women will cheat and very often get very emotionally attached to who she cheating with or leave her fucking man because she says, if I can cheat on you, there's something about you that's not man enough to keep me, and why else would I be here? She will much rather get everything she needs from the smallest number of men possible, preferably one, so that this man can feel confident in having kids with her. When she needs him to ride or die for protecting and provision, that he's going to do that, knowing that no other man is a competition or beating him out of anything. Animals in the fucking wild don't even let that type of shit slide. If I was a grizzly bear when I showed up, I would have ate stepson. Get him out of here so I have no responsibility. It's not my fucking cubs. And Papa Bear got no reason to come back and he's got no business here. I ate the cub. Like, this is what the bears will do, bro. It's hard to be a stepfather, but the provision and the protection is so automatic to me that it's like breathing air. It's nothing to me. It's effortless, right? This is a quality that, my girl admires in me. But this is that dominance and protection that a man provides, and for a woman, You can't bounce back and forth between men who got these different things. Men shoot each other over this type of shit. Niggas fight over this. My girl wouldn't even like me if no other bitches like me. She was like, why would I ever be the only one that likes you? It's more attractive when other women go, yeah, I like that dude. That's how women need group confirmation that they're making proper choices in mating. Preferably by having a man that looks like he can pull other bitches. The competition keep her on her fucking toes, and she says, I must have something valuable. Why else would these girls like you? Girls tend to not like losers. It's a big turnoff. It's the exact opposite of what's going to make her comfortable in having children with a guy. He can't be a loser, can't be a pussy, can't be broke all the time. You got to learn how to provide. You got to be able to stand up to protect her from a world full of aggressive men. Like, these are the things, man. Just strange though, man, that I try to be the best that I can be and that I will still be attacked by baby mama number two. And it's just an emotional thing. She's just upset that she really feels like, damn, this is the life that she wanted and she actually had me. So how is it that she can't get it from nobody else and she's watching me do it for somebody else, especially when we were still sexually involved? It's just not. You have to be strong she not the type of person that to be strong enough to recognize the things and have a level of acceptance. She just go on with it thinking, I'll get you back, but she not though. Why? You're capable of being vindictive and threatening to me for what? Over your emotions about something, about what? Something that I thought that you had already accepted. You're so damn cool, you so damn pretty, all these niggas like you, then why don't you like none of them? If all these niggas like you, ain't none of them better than me? She would say in her emotions, yes, they're better than you. That's what's up, DJ Hunt, 10th like. Thank you. Get the likes up if you in this bitch. I don't know who's really in here listening to me talk about all my personal problems. I mean, it's not the most appealing. It's not the most appealing thing, but I had to vent to y'all, man, because I am human, right? But yeah, baby mama would never admit that none of these niggas is cooler than me. If I said that, she would say, nigga, you not all that. But if there's other guys that like you that are cooler than me, why you not with them? See?
Dad?
What?
Can I just say I got him, but
What?
I did it.
Hey, stop it. What he say? Stop. You said you told her to do what? Okay, leave him alone then, okay? Okay, so she gonna leave him alone, though.
He told me that I made him get blood, but I didn't.
Okay, well, okay.
There is blood.
Let me see.
Now.
Let me see. Move, you move. Let me see.
There is blood.
Let me see. Put your lip down, let me see it. I don't see no blood, but maybe a little bit. Did she hit you?
Yeah.
Okay.
She did. Dad made me go blood.
Oh, okay,
And
well.
I said sorry.
Okay, she said sorry. Okay, how about y'all do this? Don't play physical with each other. You sit down and do something, then you sit down and do something different, okay?
Tell Jordan to spank Jordan's butt.
You want me to spank Jordan? Okay, I'm gonna come spank her as soon as I get done. I'm almost done, okay? And then I'm gonna spank her for you. Yeah, right. They always trying to get me to get each other. That's crazy. They always trying to get me to spank the other one. My daughter was like, get him. He did this to me. And I was like, oh, okay. What you want me to do? And she said, spank his butt. Spank him hard, Daddy. I was like, yeah, okay. I'm real good with the pump fake. I grab my kids like I'm gonna spank them. I be talking mad shit like, yeah, wait until I get you. Move your hand. And then I won't get them. And I was like, I'll spare you this time because I'm trying to be nice. If you be nice to me, I'll be nice to you. But if you're not gonna be nice, I don't got to be nice to you. I don't have to be nice to you. You better be good. You call the shots. You first. You set the mood. And when I do that shit to them, usually they chill out at least a little bit, at least for a little bit, because they get to thinking. Like, oh shit. And then if I gotta come back to them, I tell them, what I tell you? I said you was gonna be nice, and then I was gonna be nice. But if you don't be nice, I'm not gonna be nice either. Ain't that what I told you? And then they go, oh yeah. I'm like, oh, you in here wilding, right? Yeah, oh yeah, you are. So I'm gonna wild out too. What you want me to do? What should I do? You tell me what I should do to you for that. And then they get to thinking like, and I've been real good at giving them like the timeout or scaring the shit out of them and then act like I spared their ass because I really do want to just be nice. Um, but yeah, my kids wild, man. My sister on my daddy's side, she a counselor for kids, for bad kids. And I was telling her about my kids and how bad they is and shit. And she says one thing she knows that kids that are as bad as mine seem to be.
Yeah.
What's up?
Trevor took my ball from me.
He took the ball.
Daddy,
What?
give me my ball back.
What?
Jordan,
Hey, what do you want?
I got this point, but Jordan took it from me.
Okay, you had it first, Jordan. If he had it first, let him play with it for a minute.
It was on the bed and I dropped it, then he took it from me.
And then he took it from you?
But
Okay.
I had a foot that he took it from me.
Okay, let me hold the ball for a minute. Let me see it. This is the, what kind of ball is this? What do you call this ball?
A poppy ball.
It's a poppy ball. Okay.
Wait.
Oh, okay, wait. Okay, you said you had it first?
No, I had a
Oh,
foot.
okay, and
he
you
took
said,
it from me.
okay, and you said you had it first? Be
Yeah.
quiet, because I'm talking to him. You said she took it from you?
Yeah.
And you said that he took it from you, right?
Well, it was on the bed. He left it. I took it. He took it from me.
Oh, okay, so you took it when he left it. Oh, so you left it behind? She thought you were done with it. So this is what I'm going to do. Okay, you wasn't done? Cool, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to take the ball for now, and then when I get done, if y'all be good, I'll give you the ball first, and I'm going to give you 5 minutes. And then I'm going to give you the ball and give you 5 minutes. And then when we're done with it, I'm going to throw it in the trash. How's that? You don't want me to throw it in the trash? Well, be good, and I'll get back to you in about 5 minutes, and then we'll share it, okay? Do you want to share it, or do you want me to throw it in the trash? You want to share it? Okay, we'll share it, and I'll show you guys a game, okay? I'll show you guys a game with the ball in about 5 minutes, all right?
But we need to buy it from mine.
Oh, we got to buy it?
Yeah, from mine.
Okay, oh, buy you one?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll buy you a big one, okay?
But Jordan doesn't have a game.
Oh, she don't got a game? We might have to get her a game so that she can play too, okay?
Okay.
All right. I'll see you in 5 minutes. Oh my God. They'll be down here in 3 minutes. Fuck, I'm talking about 5 minutes. Wish my dad would have known how to take a punch. What does that mean, Jason? You beat up Pops? He couldn't take one? Oh my God, the kids be tweaking, man. The kids be bugging. They fight like cats and dogs. I'm gonna say this and then I'm out of here. This is kind of personal too. It's just a personal day today. I just feel like Vin making me feel better. I'm less likely to spaz on somebody when I'm going through my personal shit. When I just speak my piece, reflect, and know that I cannot be violent. I'm not gonna get what the fuck I want if I do that. I have to be the total opposite and let it be known that I am making a conscious effort to be the opposite of violent, so I cannot have the finger pointed at me with any legitimacy, not even for a second, because you know who I am. Oh, fake a punch. Oh, my fault. I said take a punch. Fake a punch. Look at that. I need glasses, gang. Like, for real, for real. I should be able to see that. I can't even make them words out this far from the phone. That ain't cool. I got to make an eye doctor's appointment. Fake a punch. Yeah. I love doing that. I wind up and make my kids think, here come the thunder and the lightning. And then I go, nah, I'm cool. I won't do it. I don't want to do it. I was trying to be nice. You going to be nice now? They'd be shaking their ass up. They be like, okay, bro, I'll be nice. The cops could pump fake like that and not write citations so motherfucking fast, and they'd get some act right out of people. The citation thing is kind of funny to me. No victim, who am I paying this restitution to? It's an arbitrary number attached to a fee just so they can take money from you. It's a hidden tax on the people. The shit is dumb. I don't know how y'all let this shit ride. Y'all should be riding, not necessarily riding, but making some very physical and deliberate efforts to get law enforcement to stop doing the victimless crime bullshit. It's not helping at all, and it's here to hurt everybody. So I'm just surprised that y'all let them do that. This the ball they fighting over, this little poppy ball shit. Shit crazy. Yeah, they'll be alright. I tried to hit them with the, hey, we're gonna cooperate or I'm gonna throw it away. or we're gonna cooperate, and then I'm still gonna throw it away just to show you that y'all play too much with all this fighting about everything. But they too close in age though. Um, I had my daughter in January of 2019, and then I had my son August of 2020. So my daughter wasn't even 2 yet when my son was born, which means that she wasn't even walking when we conceived my son. And that's a funny story too of how we conceived him. I'm gonna tell that story on the Patreon or something because it's gonna blow your mind. It's fucking funny. Talk about how the universe worked. Yeah, my daughter was supposed to be my last child, but how my son came about is special and it's funny, and he gives me a laugh. I can't wait till he's old enough to understand the story when I tell it. I'm going to tell it at his high school graduation and at his wedding. And that's if he graduated high school. I'm not with the public school shit no more. We got to move towards homeschooling, which is the dopest shit. We used to make fun of the homeschool kids, and now I feel like the homeschool kids got lucky. Yes, some of them was weird, but there's weird kids in the public schools, and we know that. So let's not play pretend like homeschool is for weird kids only, and you can't be normal, and that's where the weird people come from. It's just not true. The homeschool option is the best option, and we're gonna look into that. That was part of getting this newer, bigger house when we did move, is because we got a finished basement. They got plenty of room in it, and we could turn this into a makeshift homeschooling center down here with a lot of fun learning, a little bit of the bullshit that they got going on as far as the requirements for the public schooling, but we will definitely be free to explore broader horizons in the idea of education when it comes to the homeschooling thing. I like the whole thing, and we're going to have to get into that ASAP too. We got to figure out the process and then make it work. Which is part of the reason why I do need to be focused more on selling the merch. Check the merch out. I'm gonna put the link in the description of this video when I'm done with it. I had to go back in and do that. Check the merch out. New merch coming out all the time. Shirts disappear, designs disappear at any given time where I won't do them no more. So you got to tune in. One of the most popular ones I got going on right now is a red T-shirt that says "Look at what you did to my white tee," and it's dope as fuck. Little comical gun related shit like that all over the merch stores, to check that out. And yeah, I gotta boost that up a little bit, sell some dope shit, some Hugger AR owner hoodies and t-shirts and all that type of shit. Springtime gonna be litty around this bitch. I'm gonna make a whole bunch of dope designs and hopefully elevate my production of merchandise in general. I want to do Hugger AR owner mugs, aprons, all type of shit, whatever the fuck y'all want and need. But keep in mind and make the statement in regards to gun ownership, because it is a natural right, and we're past the point of needing to protect it. We need to defend it, not protect it. And by defense, I mean uh, be lovingly offensive in your approach, uh, because I think we're just at that stage right now with this. Uh, but yeah, man, homeschool. Do that. If you don't do that, you should think about it. If you do that, chime in and give me information, tips, and describe the process to me in the comments so I can get more familiar with it, so I can make that shit happen for my kids, so I can save them from the fear of the school when niggas go in there doing that shit that be they mans, man. It's almost always a setup. Um, um, or magnified to the tune of their ritualistic deliverance of news in order to intentionally manipulate you into certain trains of thought so that they can get you to control yourself by giving them the power to control you. Because it's really you controlling yourself, because you've always got the power. But they like manipulating you to get you into doing that rather than fighting you. Because if they fought one of you, uh, very overtly and directly from the angle that they really intend to be fighting you from, everyone would notice, and then it will be more likely that we will rise up against them. Which is why the whistleblower thing is kind of crazy, because when you hear of a whistleblower, you hear the story and you see the whole thing. What does it do inside of a man with a big heart and an open mind of understanding of the responsibilities? You know what it does? It gives you, even if it's just a little bit, it gives you that we should stop them inside. It does for me. I don't know. Maybe it don't do that for you, but it does for me. That's why the whistleblower stories are always so magnetizing, because everybody knows that if you're listening to one of these stories and you hear it loud and clear, you know that somebody's willing to smoke people uh, over disclosure of the truth. And that in and of itself should make us say, well, then we protect people who do this at all costs. How about we just be on the rise? And when we see a whistleblower, we go, that's our guy. Anybody touch him, we gonna fuck you up. And then when something happens to him, start smoking shit. They be like, no, we told y'all don't do that shit. We told y'all to leave him alone and let him talk his shit. But we don't do that. That's weird to me. Y'all are weird to me. They do these type of things to gain control over you. You gonna do it to tell them, nah, don't do that. Fuck you think this is? Y'all call us a free country? I believed you. Now I want it. All of it now too. Like right now. Like why y'all not doing that to people? Y'all some weirdos, bruh. Y'all some weirdos, y'all be tweaking. Tell them all to shut the fuck up. Tell the ATF to shut the fuck up, bro. Biden and every president before him too. This I don't mean to pick on Biden when I say fuck JB. I mean the position. Whoever sits in that office, I'm probably not gonna like you. Actually, because you come with a whole bunch of illusion of a threat that you don't even know me, but you do think that you are my ruler, and you will inevitably kill a bunch of foreigners under bombs, and a lot of them will be women, men, and children who did not enlist in no military fight whatsoever. You will do what you all do. You become uh, blackmailed and bribed and threatened and rewarded into the same dark system that smoked the sitting president and left the whole event in obscurity for the rest of human existence. It will be there. Even when you say you know exactly what happened to Kennedy, good luck convincing the whole fucking world to accept that version of the truth as the truth, and then to do something about it. Man, none of that shit gonna happen. It's obscure. They fucked it up and they did it right in front of everybody, and that's a clear sign that we dealing with a monster. That same monster has been influential and had their hands in the actions of every president, at least from then on, at the very fucking least. And when I say that, anybody who recognizes the Kennedy story for being what it is, and then hear me say that that monster that did that has gone nowhere, and that they have their hand in the influence of every fucking president thereafter, every one of them, even the one you fucking like, motherfucker, yes, the fuck they are there. You telling me they went away and have no influence? You're fucking goofy. Go lick a window. You're a fucking Riri. Get the fuck out of here. When I say that, you should go, oh man, you just ruined it for me, man. I don't like none of them. You right. How come that don't ruin it for every glove lover? That the shadowy figure behind that is still there, and it's guaranteed had influence in every fucking president we saw after that. So how can you trust them and vote for them when you know whoever you vote for, either it doesn't matter or somehow it magically matters. When they get there, they is going to be what it is that they're there to be. Even if your vote counted, it wouldn't be enough for me to trust the vote and trust the process and go with it and then love the results. You guys are insane. If they voted my mother to be president, I would fear for my life and my freedom still. Mama not going to get there and be uncorrupted, incapable of being bribed or threatened into cooperating with whatever the fucking global agenda is, being manipulated by the same dark hand that did the Kennedy shit. Do I gotta keep referring to the Kennedy shit to keep this shit in frame for y'all? Y'all tweaking. There's no room to be trusting nothing that they ever do. Did I just kill the game or what, man? Did I just wreck all of their shit or what? What conspiracy theory can you fucking attach to everything that I said from Kennedy on? You can look from there on and say, okay, dark, shadowy figures, behind the scenes manipulating, all of this shit. That's a fucking reasonable assumption. Now look at all of the bullshit that happened thereafter and tell me that, well, the shadowy figure didn't have nothing to do with that. Yeah, they did. Everything Bush did, everything Bush Jr. did, everything Obama did, Clinton, Biden, everything Hillary was on is all being controlled by the same ones that did that shit to Kennedy. Stop playing, because they went nowhere. They didn't lose no control, no power, no influence, no desire. They are there. Stop playing. It should be just as spooky every day in your life when you wake up and see them climbing the fucking mountain to dominate planet Earth. That's the Kennedy killer. The fucking gasoline behind all of this shit is the Kennedy killer, the Titanic fucking sinker, whatever the fuck. That wasn't the Titanic, bruh. What did they do? What did they gain by having that happen now? That had to happen for something else to follow. What was that? The fucking the creation of the Federal Reserve. Y'all are tweaking. Y'all be playing too much. Put it together. You don't need all the conspiracy theories. All you need is a logical observation of these things that I'm pointing out to say there's no way that all the conspiracy theories inside of that don't coincide with the dark shadows. Yes, it does, and it is that bad. As soon as you look at it, you gotta know. What's up, baby?
Trevante smashed my water cup.
Okay, I'll come get him, and I will get you another water cup. Okay? Where did he spill the water at?
Well, he didn't spill it, but
He crushed it. Okay, where is Kaden at? Kaden in his room? Okay. I don't know how he not keeping a better eye on y'all. Okay, I'll be up in a minute. I'm surprised they stayed out my way that long. I'm gonna end this live stream, man. Uh, Listen to what the fuck it is that I'm saying when you look at an approach to the idea of every single conspiracy theory you can think of, the possibility of those things actually being true, influential events, people, or ideas, and what it is that you know that you are looking at. If you do these things, you will be better equipped to stand 10 toes down if you ever want to say to me or anybody else that you're not going to be nobody's fool and nobody's bitch. If you think that's a sentiment that you can say out loud, hey, I'm not going to be nobody's fool or nobody's bitch either. Oh, okay, if you say that and you mean it, then what you have to do is equip yourself the best way you can by saying that weird, strange, obscure, shadowy things have to be the descriptions of the things that will control planet Earth because they could not do it overtly. And it looks like motherfuckers are manipulating some shit. When you know all of those things, you have to say, well, then shit not gonna turn me off because it sounds weird. It's gonna have to sound weird and impossible and unbelievable for them to fool me. So those are the things that will draw my attention. And if there's nothing down that fucking road, I won't go there. But in the meantime, I will examine all of these things like a crime scene because the world is a big crime scene, man. You have to have an open mind enough to do this, or you're going to make yourself very capable of being fooled. There's nothing wrong with a conspiracy theory. You better fucking take a look. Because who the fuck are you without examining these things, knowing damn well that's a dead end road because who the fuck are you? Like, what the fuck is that about? People who are naysayers to conspiracies just because they sound weird or because they compare what a conspiracy theorist is saying when they compare that to the official story and they say, well, the official story said this, so you must be crazy. When they do that shit, I know I'm talking to a fucking retard. I know I'm talking to somebody who can actually be fooled. Who can be fooled easily. All you gotta do is make you feel like that about the information and then you'll side with them. I think that's crazy to me. No one should do that. It just doesn't seem logical. It seems like you're setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up for failure. The best thing for you to do is say, I don't trust nothing that they do because they are capable and willing to lie for me. And they got good incentive to do that too because they might want to control the world in a position that they're already in to dominate me. And would they be willing to lie to achieve that? Yeah, they would. So I'm just going to assume that they lying until I know better. You should do that to assume that what they told you is going to be the truth because they got some fancy cameras at CNN and it must be the truth coming from this credible fucking news outlet. Man, get the fuck out of here. This is where they would have to tell the lie to convince you that the story is much bigger than you and that it's in somebody else's hands and that you're going to be okay. They got to use something big like the news in order to effectively fool you. They're not going to keep the truth down low in a low key in a fucking town square someplace in a small town fucking Idaho. That's not where the government is going to deliver their only fucking truth or their only lie. They have to put it out there in the biggest broadcaster, shut everybody else up because you're not official news. They're arguing about this right now. They literally want to draw the line between what somebody says or thinks and what is official news that can actually be shared or reported. That's crazy to me. It's almost like they're saying you don't even have a right to be wrong. What if I put the pieces of the puzzle together differently? Then I come tell y'all, hey, this is the story that I got. If I'm wrong, they'll say misinformation and blah, blah, blah. He's not a credible researcher. And then they do this and it's like, if I was wrong, damn, just say that. I could have sworn this is what the fuck I was looking at. They won't even let you do that. They call it misinformation, anti-Semitism, and all type of stupid ass shit. But all you doing is putting pieces of the puzzle together and then saying, here, do y'all see this? This is what I thought I saw. This is what I called that when I seen that. You didn't call it that? I did. You can't even do that. That's crazy to me. They want to make you being wrong illegal or somehow offensive. I don't give a fuck about the offense of nothing that I ever say about Anybody. I don't give a fuck. I don't have to like nobody. And we already know that. Because you wouldn't tell a Jewish person that they have to be absolutely accepting on all levels of other fucking faiths and religions. Because they'll tell you who they think the goyim is. They call them goyim, the less than human. They'll tell you who they think those people are. They can't even hold the definition of who they are as Christians or Catholics or nothing unless they say we draw a line between us and other people, because they are not them. We are us and we are better. Then you can't even call yourself Catholic unless you also do this. So we have learned to accept the fact that people draw lines between themselves and other people, and that you gotta fucking respect that. So when I draw a line between myself and them, I'm offensive. That's weird, because I could have sworn you called yourself something that wasn't me because you drew the line. This shit is wild to me. That's why I don't give a fuck about the censorship or nothing. Fuck all of them. All of them. Every religion, every government, every faith, every governor, every cop, every lawyer, all of them. When I say it, I mean all of y'all. It ain't even personal. It ain't even personal, bro. Just fuck you just because. How's that? Because of who you trying to be. Because of the suit you put on. Fuck the suit, bro. Fuck the office.
What did you say?
What?
What did you say?
Are you guys ready for me to come out? Okay, watch out. Step back. I'm going to say goodbye to them, and then we can talk, okay?
Who are you talking to?
I'm doing a YouTube video, you little brat. My daughter think it's cool that I be on YouTube, but I tend to not let her watch my videos so much. Not that I'm saying some shit that should be like offensive or be a bad influence to kids. I just don't want her to see me always so turned up. I yelled at her the other day. She said she want a new daddy that don't yell at her. Come on now. Are you crazy? I was getting my ass whooped when I was her age about shit. My mama would have beat her ass 5 times today already. I always spare their ass. I always spare their ass. And I had to tell them, I'm tired of sparing you all day. I've been telling you the same shit all day. I haven't swatted your butt not once. You are getting lucky. Like, you gotta fucking relax, shorty. That's what's up, Rick James, back from the range. Keeping that shot sharp. I hope if you ain't got no blue targets, boy, you better dial in when you see them. Blue targets, and that ain't no Crip blood shit. I'm just saying, blue helmets. I crack 40 of them. Fuck them. Fuck out of here. Don't ever get over here. Good luck to you. I hope we stand up on our feet and that we tower over our opposition when you talk about this freedom and the government tyranny. I hope the day we do stand up, I hope they look up at us like, oh my God. I want them to not even understand what is happening to them, that they cannot believe that we stood this tall and that we are making a diligent and effective fight against what the fuck it is that they're doing. I'm tired of fucking waiting. I want to see the show, bruh. I want them to just do this shit, man, while I'm here. I want them to do this shit in front of me. So I can say, I told y'all. I told y'all. Yeah, I'm good, John. I'm good, man. You can check the live later on, bro. It's cool. Whenever, man. As long as you get to it, and hopefully, something I said resonate with you. This is a long live. This has been like an hour and 13 minutes. I ain't even playing on this. I'm gonna salute and say farewell to y'all till next time, man. My kids is a little rowdy. It's about snack time and shit. Let me see what's going on and see how many messes I gotta clean up there. The stepson, 11 years old, he's supposed to be keeping an eye on him. He done fell asleep on a job or something. RPM Trade Vietnam and this bitch, Wu Bang, get a gun. 42 rounds today, hell yeah. That's what's up, bro. Do your thing, Rick James. Always good to see you in here. RPM Trade Vietnam and this bitch, man. Get like Rick James, man. Y'all go get a gun and then bust them shits, man. And get good at it too, alright?